Hamburg County. It is very hot today, 82 degrees, and it's supposed to get warmer. Last night we collected a swarm from a person's house that the bees had landed in a big circle on their driveway, and we went and collected the swarm last night. When we got to the queen, she wasn't doing too hot, so we're going to see if we can find her today and see how she's doing. If she didn't do very well, we're going to have to requeen her, but that's probably why they landed on the pavement, was because something happened with the queen during their swarm. What we did was we took this nuke right here and we laid it on its side, and the bees just walked right in. It took a couple hours, but we got it home, and we're going to put them in a bigger hive because this was a very large swarm. So Mike is going to open it and start moving the bees to the bigger hive.
So like Lori said, this was a pretty big swarm. This little 5-frame nuke is way too small for him. So we're going to put him in this 10-frame nuke, or 10-frame box, and we're going to give him all new comb, because a swarm will always draw out comb really fast. So I can put in 7 empty frames of comb, and within a week they'll have all of that drawn out. So the big question is whether or not the queen lived. When we found her last night, she was just kind of laying on the blacktop. She wasn't looking too hot, so I put her in a cage and stuck her in there, and we'll see if she revived or not. If she did not, we will take a frame of eggs and brood out of one of our other hives, and we'll actually put it in the box with them and allow them to make their own queen. So this is just an empty frame we put in there. I'm going to shake this off in here.
Do you want the brush?
And they're actually collecting nectar right now. They have this full of nectar already. This was an empty frame I put in here last night, so they've been busy.
Oh wow.
This was a half-drawn comb. I'm going to leave them with it because they're already working on drawing this out more. So I'm going to leave them keep this one. And I'll put one of the empty combs in here right away. I also put a feeder in here. Gave them a gallon of 1-to-1 syrup. That'll help them draw these combs out and fill them up. So here's the queen cage from last night. And let's see if we can't see the queen in there. Let me get some of these.
Do you want the brush for that?
These? No, I'll just brush them off. Let me see in there a little bit.
Really getting upset. Hang on.
Yeah, they are.
Smoke them a little.
Okay, so the queen is dead. She's right here. This is what's left of her. They tore her apart. So
wow.
We'll grab a frame of bees. Actually, we don't need the bees at all. We just want the frame of eggs and brood so that they can make their own new queen. So for right now...
Do you want to just turn that upside down on them and let them...
Yep, I'm just going to turn this upside down on them and let them work their way into that hive. And we'll come over here to our Guinevere hive. Right here. This is a really good queen. We bred her last year. She made it through the winter. We've already taken probably 8 frames of brood off of her so far this year to help raise nukes. And just the other day I put an empty 10-frame box on the top so they can work on drawing out some comb. Right now I'm not really interested in whether they're drawing it out or not yet. I just want to get into the bottom box here and pick out a frame of brood. Now you just need to make sure that the queen's not on the frame that you pick. So,
And she's marked, so we'll be able to see real easily if she's on that frame. And you want to make sure you take frames with eggs on them, because that's what they'll make a queen with, is the actual eggs, not necessarily all the
this
larvae.
frame right here is just completely full of nectar. You can see it glistening in the sun. There's a major nectar flowing right now. The basswood is blooming. Yeah, look at all that nice brand new comb they built. This frame will probably still not be brewed yet.
Did you smoke Guinevere's hive?
A little bit.
Guinevere's bees are
Oh,
pretty
here she is
calm.
right here. Right near my thumb there.
Yep, there she is.
So now that we know where she is, she's out of the way, I can just grab a nice frame.
Go with a different one. It's not
Oh.
next to her.
Eggs and brood. Now all we have to do is make sure that there's...
Oh, wow.
Well, this frame won't work because this is
No,
all capped
it's all
brood.
capped brood. They're ready to hatch.
And the next one is, I might have to take this one.
Just make sure she didn't jump on it. Also ready to hatch.
Yeah, but there is a bunch of one-day-old eggs along the edges, so that's
'Kay.
perfect.
Wait. Oh, it's a drone.
So just making sure she's not on here. See, all along through here, it's all eggs and young larvae. So they'll be able to make some queen cells out of these over here and these over here. So we'll walk this over and put this in this hive right away.
Some of them came out.
And this hive already knows that the queen is dead, that they need a new one. So as soon as I put this frame in here, they will immediately start raising some of these as queens. So they'll draw out the queen cells, and within 8 days they'll be capped. Within 16 days she'll emerge, and then she'll go out on her mating flights, come back and start laying. So if everything goes right, in about 3 weeks or so we should see eggs starting to be laid inside this hive. So we will keep you updated and let you know how this hive goes, and get out there and enjoy your bees, and we'll see you later. Thanks.